Evening all, Rich here, back for another Minecraft ship tutorial video thing, and today we have part 1 of my SS Prinzess Irene, the German ocean liner from around, I think she predates the First World War, but I'm not entirely sure. She does have that sort of early 1900s look about her, so there we go there. So I was planning on putting this tutorial off for a few months, but I thought, well, I've got other ships to do as well, I may as well get this one out of the way. So yeah, so here we have part 1 here. So a few stats about the ship here. She's virtually the same hull-wise as Fremantle, but a few slight differences. But anyway, the length of the ship is 293 blocks long. The width is 33. And the keel, which is the backbone of the ship, is 276 blocks long. That's 276 blocks long. Now, if you're going to be building the ship in the water, now you're going to want to build that keel on the 9th block below the surface of the water, just so that she sits right in the water. So 9 blocks below the surface and everything should all be fine. Now I was going to sort of do a cheat with this, but never got round to it, or it didn't work anyway, because I was going to try and use part 1 and part 2 of the Fremantle and put them into one video for this one, but it didn't work. So I'm going to have to do this all from scratch, but there's no big deal because there are changes compared to the two ships. Because at the end, they've got the Fremantle there and the Irene here. There are a few changes hull-wise that need to be taken into account, so yeah, it's no big deal, but it's just going to take a little bit longer to do than I planned, but no big deal. So yeah, they both share the same hull, but superstructure wise they are completely different, so that's one of the issues we had. But anyway, there's the Irene there, and there we go. So what we're going to do now, move over to our build zone, which is over here to the left of the ship, and we have the keel laid already, and the keel, like I was saying, is 276 blocks long. And if you're building it on water, you're going to want to build this 9 blocks below the surface, and so everything will be fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to build on the left side, but it's the same on both sides. Now, if you're familiar with my builds, you'll know how I do this. So I'm going to build on the left, and then copy it over to the right. Just let that noisy motorbike go away. So I'm going to start with the ground plate of the hull, and I'm going to be using Weld Edit, but I am explaining everything as I go along before I do use Weld Edit, just to get everything out of the way. So we're going to start on the keel, the front of the keel, and we're going to start on the 5th block back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And we're going to add 4 rows of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 rows of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 rows of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2 rows of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. And then at the end of the 9 you want 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then at the end of the 14 we want 82, so 82, that's our first block there, and I measure as I go along, so we want a line of 82, I won't bother to count it, but a line of 82 is what we need. So like I say, I measure as we go along. So how long is that? That is 65, so a bit further, so that is now 82, there we go, so that's 82 blocks long there. And now we need to curve back inwards. So at the end of the 82 we want 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 4 rows of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And you should have, I don't know how many exactly, but there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks of the keel sticking out the back. That's how it is on this one. I'm just going to go over to the prototype and see if that's right. So it should be 8 blocks of the keel sticking out the back. I did have the same problem with the Fremantle because I didn't write things down. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8 will be fine. So there we go. 8 sticks out the back. So there we are. So we've got 8 blocks of the keel sticking out the back. And it should, in theory, look something like that. So you do the same on the other side. And then everything should all be fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to the back of the 82. So go back to the line of the 82 here. And on the back block here of the 82, what we want to do then is build out 2. So you've got the 82 here. Build out 2, 1, 2. And then forward 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then out 2. No, it's forward 6 and then up 2, 1, 2, and then 1. Like that. So it's out 2, forward 6, up 2, 1. Like that. So we go to the front of the 82 now. Because basically this is just making the ship slightly wider. But anyway, the front of the 82, what we do here, we build out 2, 1, 2, and then build back 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then up 2, 1, 2, and 1. Like that. And that is both sections there done. And then what you want to do now is from this block here, this block that sticks out, you just want to build a line of blocks all the way back to the block that sticks out on the back end. So just do that quickly. Just basically a line of blocks going from the back, or front to back to front, whichever way you want to go. Like so. And then do the same on the rows below. So you've got this gap here underneath, so you've got these 2 blocks here. Just build them going from the back to the front, or front to back, whichever way you like. And I'm going to use World Edit to fill in this gap because it's going to take forever otherwise. So basically from the front to the back, just fill in this whole gap. So we want set 251 by 14. And that fills in that gap there. And it should look something like that. And that is marvellous. So what I'm going to do now, so that's one side anyway. So what I'm going to do is copy that over to the other side. So it should look all nice and neat. So like I said, I'm going to use World Edit for this. But yeah, everything should be all okay. So I'm just double checking. So like I say, that's one side. So I'm going to quickly copy that to the other side. So I'll just get a copy point down here. So copy from this point here. And then copy that all the way to the front end. And hopefully that should all work. That's a theory anyway. I mean, nothing ever works perfectly, and this is when I'm doing things. So yeah, just quickly fly to the front end, copy to that point there, and we'll do copy, flip to the right, and then paste. And there we go. That's both sides of the hull done. And it should, in theory, look something like that. So here's your ground plate. And that's how it should look. So what I'm going to do now, so we're going to add signs. Now, if you're familiar with my builds, then you know how this is going to go. We're going to add signs going from the front of the keel. And it's going to be the same on both sides and at the back as well. So we're going to start at 0 here. And we're going to add a sign on the front of the keel. So that is the center point and section 0. Okay, so that's there. And then the next row, that's section 1. And the same on the other side. You want section 1. And then the next row is section 2. And then section 2. And then 3. And then 3 that side, and you get the idea. You basically just want to go from section 0 all the way down the side until you get to section 16, I believe. So this should be section 16 there, and then the one forward of that is 15 there, and then one below that is 14 there. So that's how it should go. So it should go from section 0 to 16. Now just double check to make sure that's right. So that's 0. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's fine. So yeah, like I was saying, 0 to 16 is what you want to do. And the same on both sides and the same at the back as well. So start at 0 on the back all the way to section 16. So you add those signs in and everything should be fine. And then you can move on to building the hull upwards. So I'm going to do a jump cut now while I work out what to do. And then we can move on. So back in a moment. Right, back again. So what I've done, I've just added the signs to the back end of the ship. So you've got the signs going from the front end to the back end. So 0 to 16 on both sides of the stern. So that's enough of the signs now. We're going to go back to the front end and start building the hull upwards. Now we're going to start at section 0 and start building there. So let's get down to that. And we're going to add the white line as well as we build upwards. So start at 0, and what we're going to do is build forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then in white 1, like that. So that is the section 0 done there on the bow. So the red in total plus the keel should be 10 high. So I'll just check that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we are. That's 10 in height plus the keel. That's fine. Now we move on to section 1. Now if you're familiar with my builds, then you'll know we're just going to work on one side. But if you're building this on your own or in console, I'd suggest doing this each section at a time. So section 1, section 1, section 2, section 2, 3, 3, so on like that. So it's up to you how you want to do it. But personally, I would do it like that. But anyway, for section 1, you're going to want to build forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 2. 1, 2. And then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. 1, 2. And then in white, 1, like that. So that was section 1. Now we're on to number 2. And for section 2, we want forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And up 2, 1, 2. And then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 forward. And then in white, 1, like that. So that's that one there. So now move on to section 3. And for section 3, we want forward 5, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 2. 1, 2. And then up 3. 1, 2, 3. And then in white, 1, like that. So well, that's that one done. So now move on to section 4. And for section 4, we want forward 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 2. 1, 2. And then up 2 again. 1, 2. And then in white, 1, like that. So we're getting there. So now move on to section 5. And for section 5, we want forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 3. Up 2, sorry. 1, 2. And then up 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, like that. And then in white, 1, like that. So that was number 5. So now we move on to number 6. And for number 6, we want forward, forward 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2. 1, 2. And 2 again. 1, 2. And then up 2. 1, 2. And then up 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 2. 1, 2. And then in white, forward 2. So 1 and 1 there. So it's 2 forward like that. So now move on to section 7. And for section 7, we want forward 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 6 rows of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1, like that. And then in white, forward 2. So 1 and 2 like that. So there we are. That's that one done. That was number 7. So now we move on to section 8. And just make sure they're all the same height as well. So that's fine. So now we move on to section 8, which is here. So for section 8, we want forward 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 6 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white, 1 like that. So that was number 8. So for section 9 now. Section 9, we want forward 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then white, we want 1, like that. Oh, hang on, that's not right. So that's 3 rows. Oh, it's 3 rows of 2. But actually, it's 4 rows of 2. So 1 more row of 2 there. And then 1 white on the end like that. Apologies there, that was my mistake. So it's 4 rows of 2. Anyway, now we move on to number 10. So for section 10, we want forward 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white, 2. 1, 2, like that. So that was number 10. Now we're on to number 11, which is this one here. And for number 11 we want forward 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Damn it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white we want forward 2. 1, 2 like that. So that was number 11. Now we're on to number 12. So for number 12 we want forward 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white we want forward 2. 1, 2 like that. And it should look something like that. Now we're on to section 13. Everyone's favourite. So for section 13 we want forward 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 2 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white forward 2. 1, 2 like that. So that was number 13. Now we move on to number 14, which is down here, and we want for number 14 we remove this block here and replace it with a row of 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 3 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white forward 2. 1, 2 like that. So that was 14. Now we're on to number 15. Now for number 15 we want forward 2 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white forward 2. 1, 2 like that. And that's absolutely fine. So now we move on to the final row, which is number 16. And for that one we want forward 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 1 on the top there. And then in white forward 2. 1, 2 like that. And there we go. That is all 14 or all 16 rows of the front left basically. So you do the same on the other side unless you were doing it already. So do the same on both sides. And in theory it should look something like that. So what you want to do now is to go on the inside and then just fill in the gaps between each section. Now, this is a normal or normally very mundane job, so take your time doing it, or don't take your time, depends what you want to do. But to just fill in the gaps and then the hull should start to take shape a lot better. So I'll do the first few sections. So fill in the red and fill in the white as well. So get these first few sections out of the way. And then everything should be okay. So like I said, do the first couple of rows. Like so. So there's the first few rows filled in. And it should look something like that. So what I'm going to do, I'll do a jump cut now while I fill in the rest. And then we can move on to the back of the ship. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the hull filled in, and it should look something like that. I've only done one side at the moment, but like I said, it should look something like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly copy this to the other side, and then we can move on to doing the back. So just quickly copy, flip it to the other side, and on the inside it should look something like that. But anyway, just to quickly copy this over. So just go over to here, and we'll do our usual copy, flip to the right, and then we paste. And there we go. That's both sides done. And it should, in theory, look something like that once you get both sides done. And then if you zoom out a bit and look at it front on, you will see you have got a slight hull shape going on there. It does look quite good. Not brilliant, not perfect, but it's alright. So there we are. There's our hull, front half of the hull done. There's a lot of noisy cars going by today. I do apologise for the background noise. It's supposed to be under lockdown, but everyone seems to be going out on a jolly. You know how things are. Anyway, that's the front half done. So now we're going to move on to the back half. And as before, it's the same as the front end. We'll start at 0 and work our way out. So section 0, what we want is to go straight up 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 1 white on the top like that. So there we are. That's section 0 done. Now for section 1, what we want there is to build forward. And now whenever I say forward here, I mean back, okay? Just because we're on at the back, it just makes things a bit easier for me. So on section 1, build forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, and then on the top, 1 white, like that. There we go, so that's section 1 done. Like I say, whenever I'm on the back here, I always say forward, but I mean back, okay? It's just because I'm the wrong way around, it makes things complicated. So here we are. So we're on to section 2 now. We want forward 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white 1, like that. So that was section 2. Now we're on to section 3. And for section 3 we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, up 4, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then in white 1, like that. So now we move on to section 4. Section 4 we want forward 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 3, 1, 2, 3, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then white 1, like that. So just making sure they're all the same height, that's fine. And now we're on to section 5. Section 5 we want forward 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then in white we want forward 2, so 1, 2, like that, and it's the same height, that's fine. Now we're on to section 6, and for that we want forward 8, I think, so forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then forward 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, like that, and then in white 1, like that. So that was section 6. Now we're on to section 7, and for section 7 we want forward 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white forward 2, 1, 2, like that. Getting there. Right, so now we move on to section 8. And for section 8 we want forward 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then in white we want forward 2, 1, 2, like that. Marvellous. So now move on to section 9. And for section 9 we want forward 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then in white forward 2, 1, 2, like that. And just make sure they're all the same height, so that is fine. So now move on to section 10. And for section 10 we want forward 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, up 2 again, 1, 2, and 1, and then forward 2 in white, so 1, 2, like that. Marvellous. Now we're on to section 11. Section 11 we want forward 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, up 2 again, 1, 2, and then in white forward, hang on, we want, sorry, one more red there like that, and then in white forward 2, 1, 2, like that. So apologies there, that's how it should be. Now move on to number 12. Now for section 12 we want forward 12, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then forward 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 2, 1, 2, up 2 again, 1, 2, and 1, like that. And then in white we want forward 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. There we are, so that's that one. So now move on to section 13. And for section 13 we want forward 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 4 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. And then in white, forward 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's the same height as the rest, that's fine. And we're getting smoother as well, smoother or flatter really curve there. And now we're on to section 14. And for section 14 we want to remove this block here and replace that with a row of 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then in white, forward 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So that was number 14. Now we're on to number 15. And for number 15 we want forward 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then forward 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then in white, forward 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. And now finally we move on to number 16. And for number 16 we want to go forward 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in white, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So that is all 16 sections of the stern done, the back end of the ship. And it should, in theory, look something like that. So what I'm going to do now, as before, we go onto the inside of the hull and start filling in all the gaps. So I start filling in each section. I'll start at the front end, I'll start at the back end rather, the very tip. And start filling in each section of the hull like so, plus the white. And it's just the same as the back, same as the front end. Just filling each section and everything. Should all be okay. So I'll do this next section there. And the white there. So there we are. There's the first few sections filled in. And it should start to look something like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'll do a jump cut while I fill in the rest. And what I'll also do, I'll fill in the gap between section 16 at the back here and section 16 at the front. It's basically a big red wall which goes in between these two sections. So I'll fill that in as well. Plus the white line on top. And then we can move on from there. So I shall return in just a moment while I do that. So jump cut time. Okay, back again. So there's all the stern hull all filled in, and it should look something like that. Not brilliant, not perfect, but it will do. And I've also, like I was saying, filled in the side gap, well, the side wall basically. So it's a big red wall with the white line on top. So it should, in theory, look something like that. So like I said, I've only done one side, of course. So from the inside, it should look something like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly copy this to the other side, and then we can move on to the next job. So I shall quickly get down to the back end and copy it to the other side, and everything should all be okay. So copy to there. So I do quickly copy, flip to the right, and then we paste. And there we go. That's the back end done on both sides, and it should, like I was saying, look something like that. And it's all filled in over there, so that's fine. So there we are. That's the back end of our ship done. That is pretty much the whole hull, or the draft done. And that's that bit there. So what I'm going to do now is just fill in the red floor. Now you don't have to do this now. You can do this any time. So it's basically just filling in the whole red or the whole floor of the ship, either side of the keel. Just fill it all in with red. But like I say, you don't need to do this now. You can do this anytime you want, but I'll just do it quick because I'm going to use the fill tool. Sorry, I got hiccups again. So fill 251 by 14 by 300, and that fills in one side, and it'll fill the other side. So there we are. That's both sides of the hull filled in. But like I was saying, it's not a necessarily important job just yet, just as long as you get the sides built up, and it should all look fine. So there we are. That is our ship looking pretty good so far. Now, like I did with the Fremantle, we're going to add the propellers. So get those out of the way first before we end this video. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the back end of the keel, the back of the ship, and we're going to build, or count up 7. So from the keel, go up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to count forward 7. So, or is it 4? So count up 7 and then out 4, or back 4. Sorry. So it's up 7. I'll do this again. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then forward 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in white we build out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the red 5. So 4 white blocks plus a 5th block red, like so, and then remove the white block like so. And then for the propeller itself, we're going to use sandstone for this. So sandstone blocks plus sandstone stairs. So we're going to add 1 sandstone block back like so, and then on the red block we're going to build a swastika. So we're going to build up 2, out 1, out 2, down 1, down 2, in 1, and then in 2, up 1, like that. So you've got a swastika like that. And then using the stairs, the quartz stairs, we're going to put the stairs in the corner there, and then 2 on the top, like so, to create a propeller blade. It's not a very attractive propeller blade, but it's there nonetheless. And then you just do that on all sections of the swastika, adding the propeller shape like so. And it shouldn't look too bad. Not brilliant, not perfect, but you know, it will do. And there we go, there's our propeller. And it should look something like that. So from there, from the back of the propeller rather, you're going to want to build a line of blocks in red all the way forward to connect to the rest of the hull, like so. And then 1 block gap from the back of the propeller from here, and what you want to do is build up 2. So on the inside of that row, just build up 2 and then 2 and then 1, like that. And then build them all the way forward until they blend in with the rest of the hull, like so. And there you go, there's 1 propeller done on the draft, and it should look something like that. Now where the water line is 1 block below the top, but the top 1 propeller, or 1 block of the propeller blade will stick out of the water, but that's not a big deal. You can live with that. Well, I can. So yeah, no big deal. But you want to do the same thing on the other side. So I should quickly do that. So it's 7 up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the red block 5. Remove the white blocks. And then add our sandstone block plus the swastika. 2 up, out. 1, 2 out. 1 down. 2 down. 1 in. 2 in. 1 up. And then we add our stairs, like so. And it's not, as I say, not a particularly attractive propeller, but you have to take what you got in this day and age. Just fill in the stairs like so, and there we go, there's our propeller there. And also we need that center point as well there. Just making sure they're all in the same position, and they're not, because I have screwed it up. I knew I was going to ball this up. So what I'm going to do, remove the propeller and then do it again. Okay, so the first propeller was fine, this one isn't. So how do we want this? We want the propeller on the red block. Okay, so 2 up, 1 out, 2 out, 1 down, 2 down, 1 in, 2 in, 1 up. And are they in the same position? Yes, they are. Right, now I can add the bloody stairs. You can tell I'm rushing this, can't you? I'm not doing a very good job at this today. Monday day. Not had a lot of sleep. Because during this lockdown, people seem to take it into their head to go out and gallivant around the town. Also taking their screaming kids around with them. So I've got the windows open trying to sleep and there's bloody kids outside screaming, which is a usual thing. There we go, there's the propeller there, and we're just going to do the same thing as before. Build the propeller shaft all the way forward till it blends in with the hull like so. And then 1 block back from the propeller, build up 2, 2 and 1. And then blend those sections in till they connect in with the hull like so. And there we go, that is both propellers done on the stern like so. And it shouldn't look too bad. Not brilliant, not perfect like I'm saying, but it will do. And I'm going to call it a day there. So that is the draft all done. And like I say, it is virtually the same as... Right, I am basically using the notes from the Fremantle, so yeah, it is the same as the Fremantle. So it's going to be the same with the black hull. So for part 2, we're going to do the black hull plus some sections of the white. And the black hull is the same as the Fremantle as well on the Irene. But it's when we get to the white superstructure, things change. So that's how things are going to be different. So we'll do the same black hull, but the white top will be different. And then from then on, the superstructure will be completely different as well. So yeah, that's where the similarities end really. So the black hull and the red hull are the same. White superstructure completely different. So yeah, so that is that. So that's part 1 over and done with. Like I say, part 2 will be the black hull. And then part 3 will be anything goes, so we'll see about that. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and saying all the usual guff. Thanks for subscribing and viewing and all things like that. Consider becoming a patron because YouTube keeps squeezing my pips and I'm not getting much money anymore. So $2 a month goes a long way in terms of producing this stuff. So much appreciated for those who have become patrons. You do get a shout out or a name in the credits at the end of the video, and yeah, it's all appreciated. So thanks all. So this is Rich, like I was saying, disappearing, and I shall return in part 2. So bye for now.